recap?
Yes. Okay. Hi, welcome back to the James Podcast because it's my podcast. And today we are wrapping up the big 4 nominations, and I'm back with Angel DiSalvo.
Hello.
So last episode, we went over Best New Artist and Song of the Year. So today we are going to go over Record of the Year and Album of the Year.
I'm so excited.
Okay, so just to recap for everyone, between the difference between Song and Record of the Year, Record of the Year is with specific recordings of a song, while Song of the Year just is the composition of the song. So we are going to start with our first Record of the Year nomination with Now and Then by the Beatles.
Oh my God, can I talk about this one?
Yes.
Okay, so I grew up on the Beatles, and I love them so much. I listen to them like every day. And when I found out that they were making a new song with John Lennon's vocals in it, I literally freaked out because it's such a cool thing to hear, like them making new music after so many years. And John Lennon, you know, he's no longer with us, but he's featured on the track. And I think that's just so beautiful because they brought him back for that song.
Yeah, I haven't listened to it. I think it's really exciting to have them release a song now. So I'm really happy for them to get their nomination. And then next up we have Texas Hold'em by Beyonce. I love the awkward times. We were just like, what do we say? How do we not get canceled?
I wasn't expecting her to do anything country.
Yeah.
Because that hasn't been her style in the past. I think she pulled it off though. So like, thank you, Beyonce.
Okay, hopefully she doesn't come after me, but I have to say, I think when it first came out, it was pretty good. I think as time went on, it just lost a spark for me. Like, I don't know, it was good at the start, and then I just kept listening to it again and again, and it just did not hold up as like other songs have.
I feel like since it was so popularized on social media, like on TikTok, I think I just heard it so much that I got a little tired of it, and it became more of like a TikTok sound song for me. I think that's kind of my problem with TikTok, because a lot of times that really good songs, really popular songs, they get popular on TikTok, and then you kind of get tired of them because you hear like the same little sound bite over and over again. I feel like that's one of the problems of the platform, because I feel like it kind of messes with people's perception of music. Yeah.
And then next we have Espresso by Sabrina Carpenter. This probably might be one of the winners. I
wouldn't be surprised.
I would not be surprised. This had such a big, a big moment. And I think, again, I don't know if I said it last time or not, I think it was smart nominating 2 different songs for Record and Song of the Year for Sabrina, just because Espresso is just that fun, like, beachy, not really, like, not really putting that much thought into, like, the lyrics, just having, like, a fun, like,
just
pop.
A song you can enjoy.
Yeah. And
like,
then...
Did you see the SNL skit? Like,
oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
That's been stuck in my head.
Stop, yeah. And then they redid it with Hot to Go.
Yes.
Controversial opinion, I actually thought it was really funny.
Yeah, I thought it was too.
Yeah.
Speaking of Hot to Go or Chaperone, also on the list for Record of the Year is Good Luck Babe.
Yes. Honestly, good luck to her, because I do hope she wins. Love Chaperone. And honestly, this song is really good.
I'm glad she's finally getting the recognition she deserves.
Yes.
So, like, she has been making music for years now. Like, I think it was like back in 2020 when she started.
I think it was earlier than that, because I know she got her record deal when she graduated high school.
Right.
Yeah.
So it's been a few years, and she's finally getting that recognition she deserves. So yeah, good luck, babe.
Yes. And then next we have 360 by Mother Charlie XCX. I think you can probably guess by me saying Mother with Charlie XCX. I love this song. I was such a big Brat fan. I'm still a big Brat fan. And 360 has been on repeat for me.
Okay, I have a confession. I haven't listened to any of the songs.
You should. Because I feel like 360 is just kind of that, like, iconic, not really putting that much thought into the words, just kind of being more of, like, the iconic, silly, like, vibe.
I feel like a lot of the really popular songs this year have either been like songs without a lot of thought behind the words, but the music is so good.
Yes.
Or songs that just like pack so much emotional punch, like Chromacopia. Oh my God, so much emotional punch in those songs. I feel like it's like those are the two kinds of songs that are really getting really popular.
Now,
this
Chromacopia
year.
was not eligible for this year's Grammy nominations.
Which is so sad.
Yeah, so I honestly am excited to see how many nominations he'll get next year.
Oh my God, yes.
Because I think he's probably going to get a lot of nominations for that album, especially with the collabs that he did off that album.
Like, every time I listen to Like Him, I want to cry.
Lola Young, I love Lola Young. Like,
I love how she, like, imitates a younger him.
Yeah.
It's such a beautiful song.
Yes. Okay.
We're off topic.
Yeah, going back on topic, our next record is Birds of a Feather by Billie Eilish. I think this is a really good song. I really do like it.
I agree. I'm gonna be real honest. I don't listen to a lot of the songs on this list. I listen to the Beatles and like a lot of Queen, but I did listen to Birds of a Feather, and I thought it was really nice.
Yeah, it is a very like kind of cutesy song, but with like a big meaning behind it. I do think the Grammys probably will give it to her just because the Grammys do love themselves Billie Eilish.
I feel like this song kind of reminded me of Ocean Eyes. I don't know how to explain it. Like, it feels like softer than some of her other stuff.
Yeah, and I think it's a very natural song to be like popular just because it was never a single and she never had any singles. Whereas I'm pretty sure all of these are singles. It's just, like being the only non-single, I think, just makes the song like a little more special. And then next we have Not Like Us by Kendrick Lamar, which honestly is really funny, but I really do support just because it is like a really good song.
Oh, I was at a birthday party the other day, and I think that was the first time I heard it all the way through.
I've not heard it all the way through. I've just heard certain like verses. Yeah. And like honestly, Drake got eaten up. I think just having a diss track D in the Big Four is just really iconic.
It's kind of funny.
I know, yeah, it's really funny. I kind of like it. And then finally, we have Fortnite by Taylor Swift and Post Malone.
I haven't heard this one yet.
I remember literally, actually, I'm going to save it for Album of the Year because I'm pretty sure this was Album of the Year. I mean, it's fine. I just think it was kind of one of those, she's trying to get a little moody, but one thing about moody songs with me is that if you're going to be moody, you gotta have the instruments to back it up, and I don't think she really had that much instruments.
What kind of instruments did she have?
I honestly cannot even remember. Like the thing, like, cause I'm such a big Lana fan, like I can remember like certain instruments in like a lot of the songs. With Fortnite, I can't even remember like a single instrument.
I'm gonna have to like listen to it because I don't think I've actually heard it.
So yeah, so that was all our nominees. So now, who do we think's gonna win?
I feel like it's gonna be. I honestly think Now and Then has a good chance because like it's such.
Yeah.
For like older generations and younger generations, because like I grew up with the Beatles, like that's like emotional nostalgia of it.
Yeah.
I feel like that's gonna be really popular. I also feel like Sabrina Carpenter and Chappell Roan have a good chance because like Chappell Roan has blown up insanely this year, and so has Sabrina. Like they've both have been so successful this year, and I'm so proud of them.
Yeah.
I feel like my pick would be between those three personally.
Yeah, I could also see them giving it to to Billie Eilish or Beyonce just because they are. Or Taylor Swift, just because, like the name of themselves, just because they are like the Grammys darling, but I really will love to see a Charli XCX win.
I would love to see Chappell Roan win. I feel like she deserves that.
Yeah, I would be content with Charli or Chappell winning or Sabrina.
Personally, I'm rooting for the Beatles because that's just me. That's what I listen to. But yeah. So, what's next?
We now have the big album of the year.
Ooh.
So first we have New Blue Sun by Andre 3000.
I haven't heard this one.
I have not either. Let's do a little
Google.
Yeah, let's do a little Google.
Hold, please.
Let's see. So, okay, so it's this person's debut album.
Oh, so they're new to the music scene. Nice.
Okay, so they had like a song. So this is like their debut album. So I'm guessing they had like singles before this. I don't remember. I don't think they were nominated for
anything else.
Yeah, they weren't nominated for like Best New Artist. So seeing them being Album of the Year is a gag. Although I could. Oh, it does say he has he has won a Grammy before actually.
Oh, really?
In 2003. So
that was like 20 years ago.
Yeah, so I'm guessing it was just kind of like his revival. So that's really cool.
Maybe that's why he's not new artist, because he's been around for longer than I've been alive.
Yeah. So next we have Cowboy Carter by Beyonce.
Are we surprised?
We're not surprised, but I'm gonna be completely honest. As an album with this, as an album entirely, I think it's really good. However, my problem with it is that there's too many interludes and too many songs getting ruined by the interludes. Like, Yaya could have been an incredible song. However, that last note gets cut off into the next song, and it just ruins Yaya to being like its own standalone song when I'm listening to it off the album. So I don't know if it's gonna win just because of like replay value for like the single songs.
I think I'm gonna edit that song for you so you can enjoy it.
Oh, thank you. I know at work they usually will fade out the like last note, and it's like, yes, that's what she should have done.
I can do that for you real.
Oh, period. Okay.
Next we got Short and Sweet by Sabrina Carpenter. We are not surprised by this.
I think there's a lot of good songs off that album. I love Me Don't Smile right now. That's such a good kind of powerful ballad for like the end of the song, for the end of the album, sorry. But yeah, it has a lot of good songs and a lot of songs being really iconic in and of themselves. Like even songs like Taste and Juno and Bedchem that weren't really singles. They were like really popular once the album released.
Mm-hmm. Like that you see that music video with Jenna Ortega?
Oh, that was so.
It was so iconic.
I gotta say though, I was trying so hard not to throw just because of how like kind of gory it was, and I cannot handle gore well.
Oh, I thought it was cool.
Yeah, it was really cool though.
It's like the contrast between like her like bubbly, sweet like vibe that she's got going on, and then like the goriness. That,
yes,
like,
the Death
it was
Becomes.
perfect that she brought in the Scream Queen.
Yeah, the Death Becomes Her reference was amazing. Next, we have the winner of Album of the Year. I'm calling it now. We have Brat by Charlie XCX.
Imagine it's wrong.
Oh, if it is, I'm suing. But no, this album was so good. I love this album. It brought hyperpop back into mainstream, and I just think it's really unique just for the year that it was made. Love Me Brat. I think she's gonna win just because of like, well, I hope she wins. Just because of like how iconic and viral a lot of the songs went, and having like a whole remix album with a bunch of major pop stars. I think that's gonna really help.
All right, next we got...
how would we say it? Jessie Volume 4.
By Jacob Collier.
Okay, so we're gonna go to...
I have not heard
yeah, we're going to Google. I'm immediately going to Google for this one. Okay, so it's his fifth album, and...
he's English.
Yeah, so it looks like there's 4... So we released like 3 other parts.
What genre is it?
Where does it say the genre? Oh my gosh, it has Lizzie McAlpine. Okay, so I want that to win just because of her.
You keep changing who you want to win, man.
Well, just for, okay, so it says that it combines different genres on the album.
Oh, okay.
Honestly, if I had a bet just based off of the, like, cover, I could see this being, like, a techno album. Imagine, like, oh, if I'm wrong, that's going to be, like, really embarrassing.
What does it say?
It just says it's a mix of albums, so I have no idea, like, what the, like, actual thing is, but...
Okay, we don't know.
Yeah, but I think it's kind of iconic.
I feel like we should listen to it and then like report back.
I know, yeah, we can just do like a part 3. Like when, like once like the Grammy results like happen, then we can kind of talk about that.
We need to do like an after the
Grammys. Okay. Next, we have Hit Me Hard and Soft by Billie Eilish, which I think is really cool because of like how there was no singles off that album, and yet I think it was a really good listen.
I haven't heard it. I'm being so for real. I haven't heard a lot of these, and I need to do my research, but I just don't have the time.
Yeah, I think this was a good album. It had a lot of good songs on it, and I think also having the diner with the phone number that you could call was really cool touch to add. Next, we have
The Rise and Fall of a Midwest Princess by Chappell Roan.
Oh, that was it's such a good album. I love it. I think it just kind of has like an overall kind of vibe to it, and I think it's really strong. You can see it on every song, even from like the hyper pop of like not like hyper pop, but like the poppy of like Hot to Go and Phenomenon mixed with like...
I would call those hyper pop.
Probably, yeah. With like the kind of sad of like Kaleidoscope and those kind of songs, you see it's so getting like the same vibe of like love and like kind of dealing with it, I think was really powerful.
I love that she's like from Missouri, like us.
Yes.
Because I feel like, oh my God, she made it out.
I know,
She's
yeah.
like this huge
I can be famous too.
That could be me.
Yes. And then finally we have the Tortured Poets department. So my story with this,
Taylor Swift.
Yeah,
for people who don't know.
Yeah, so I was on a road trip to Mizzou with my mom, and I was like, Mom, let's listen to this album. And she was like, okay. We had to stop in between it because my mom was sick and tired of it because it was so boring according to her. Like,
really? I haven't heard it.
Yeah. I mean, there are some poppy things, like poppy songs on it. However, the problem, I think, is just there wasn't enough, like, instruments for me.
What's the vibe?
It's like Lana Del Rey, but take out the instruments.
Oh.
That's how I would describe it.
I feel like when I read it, the title, I thought it was like something, like what's that one series, the book series of like the kids in the genius school or whatever. I can't remember what it's called.
I have no idea. I don't read really that much.
Disney Plus made a series about it.
I know what you're talking about. But yeah.
Something department.
But no, the thing is with it, it's like no one can remember its name. That's the problem.
I feel like it's a little long.
Yeah, it's like a tongue twister. I mean, The Rise and Fall of a Midwest Princess, that's long too.
But it's got like, what's it called?
I love how we're just like trying to figure this out right now.
Hold on. Hold please.
This is a struggle to figure out what this is.
Wait, hold on. Pass me the Chromebook.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so while she's figuring this out, I'm gonna talk about who I think is gonna win. I'm gonna start with who I want to win, which is Brat, just because of like how iconic it has been. And then for who I think really is gonna win is probably gonna be like Billie Eilish, just because she is a darling to the Grammys. I think Taylor could possibly win, just also because she is a darling.
It's Taylor Swift.
Yeah.
The Mysterious Benedict Society.
Oh.
That's what it reminds me of.
And yeah, I don't know if Beyonce could. I don't know if Beyonce really could win, just because the Grammys don't really like giving her album of the year, and since it wasn't like her best album that she's made, I don't know.
I don't know. We will find out.
Yeah.
So
that is all we've talked about. This one has definitely been a little longer than our last one.
It's fine. It's fine.
Yeah, it's fine.
You're still here, right?
Huh?
You guys are still here.
I hope. So thank you guys so much for listening. I don't know what the next episode is going to be, just because it's really just whatever I decide is going to be the next episode really just becomes the next episode.
Because it's your podcast.
It really is just my podcast. There's never really a set theme. But yeah, once the Grammy results do come out, I promise we will update and come back and talk about those. So yeah, thank you guys so much for listening, and I hope to see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.